Here we see the Chet Atkins model in orange, 1964. Very, very good condition. We have from 1948. This is an SJ200, a beautiful sounding acoustic guitar, which I just used in the studio, but I had to bring it,
For the new album you used that?
Yes.
Which song did you use that on?
I used it on 2 songs. One song is called The Best Is Yet to Come, and another one's called Lorelei. Those are the ballads where we use acoustic guitars. Oh, and in The Good Die Young, but also used like my J45 from 1955. It's my brother.
Let's give a little plug to that right now. The album comes out May...
It came out yesterday. I might mention that today is the Wednesday, the 24th. In the States, it came out 23rd of March. In Europe, it's already out since the end of last week, and in the trend charts, it's #1. So let's hope it's
awesome. And I know that you can go online to your website and hear some clips of the songs right now.
Yes. You can check out the album on the website or on iTunes. This is, I always like to put those next to each other. This is a 1959 ES335 in great condition. Sounds beautiful. This is a very rare 61 EB6 Gibson bass. Also very rare. They're almost the same time and they look nice next to each other. This is something I bought for the previous album. I needed an electric 12-string. And this is an Epiphone from 1964 in a brilliant condition. And it sounded better in the studio than anything else because it's tough to get an electric 12-string to sound good. It's basically not a good idea. So you really have to look for...
Can we go back to the EBS really fast?
Yes, absolutely.
Is this stock, this light down here, or has it been modified?
No, that is a stock. It's a switch where I think you cut off a coil in here. Actually, I never played this, I just own it. And so I plugged it in, it works, but I think that's what it does, because you have like volume and tone, and this is the only reason, it's not an on or off switch, it's connected to the pickup. So it's doing something in there.
Okay, great. So next we've got a,
this is nice. This is in 1955, supposedly. It doesn't belong to me. This belongs to a customer. He just gave it to me to be displayed here. It's a bit beaten up and the headstocks are not original. It's got a crack back here. Somebody threw it around, so you see, it's a bit beaten. And here, that brings the value down right away. So it's not mine. If you want to have a Les Paul in great condition, you go to this one. This is the 50, always have to the serial number is almost invisible. One of them is a 56 and one of them, if I have my magnifying glass, I could tell you. This could be the 50s, I think this is the 55 and this is the 56. The other one, those are in great condition and sound good. And I tell you, I used both on the new album and it's the very first time that there is a P90 on a Scorpions album, ever.
Awesome.
Yeah, those two guitars, we never use. We always played with humbuckers or single coils. And just because I have those guitars now, we tried and sounded great. This is like a Les Paul Custom from 1968. That's the first year they started making them again. They were made until 1964, and then it took a break for some reason. And that's a very wanted one because it's you could call it the reissue year or whatever, 1968.
Gorgeous.
Yes. This is 1965, 3 pickup, custom, they called it SG, custom. So in the earlier 60s it was even called Les Paul, even though it has that shape. So, but this is a real SG, 1965, all original. This is 1966, white Fender, and those are very valuable these days. Also belongs to a customer like this too. This is my personal one.
How many guitars are in your personal collection? I know this is just a fraction of them, right?
I can tell you roughly, but I loved the answer of Keith Richards to that question. I was reading one of his interviews, and he answered, if you would tell me it's 300, I would believe it. But if you would say it's 900, I wouldn't doubt it either. So, no, I don't have that many. But meanwhile, owning the store, I couldn't even tell you right now. It can be looked up, but let's say I have like 300-400 guitars in the store. Of course, I own those as well, but in my personal collection, I would say it's something like 130. I counted like a year ago, and I haven't sold anything, so it's probably 5 more.
Okay, and so you keep a lot of these on hand in your store, but you also, I think, take a group of them out on the road for tours and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, the touring guitars don't go into the store. You know, we have like 2 sets and almost like 3. We're building the third set now for backline and guitars. A spare for every song and every tuning. We play like 4 different tunings. So we take a lot of guitars on the road. I have everything double for 1 set, but we have at the moment an A and a B set because we are traveling. Like you're playing a festival in Greece and the next day up in Finland, and you can never get there unless you fly everything. Or we ship stuff to the US, or we play the US and the next, like this year again, after the US we play in Brazil. This stuff stays in the customs like for 2 weeks. Oh, you never know when they let it out. So you can't plan like this. You have to have a second set. So that works. So therefore, I have too bad. I have to have more guitars.
Damn it. Yeah. All right, so do you want to go ahead with the Flying V here?
That's the only Flying V I own. All the others are owned by my friend Rudolf. I think he's got 200 Flying Vs. This is one of those medallions. This is number 340 with original case, everything original, from 1971. There were 350 made, and this is number, as you can see, number 340. And it's a great sounding guitar. It also shows up on the recent album. I think we have one song, Lorelei or so, where I play the ES335, this one, old Strats, which are not even here. And we said, like, okay, this song is worth like $350,000 just in guitars. So,
you know, you're making our readers drool all over their keyboards right now, right?
And to really excite you, we have a bass which I bought at Rainbow Guitars in Tucson from my friend Harvey in 1980. On my second tour in the US, on the Animal Magnetism tour, I bought this bass. It was not that cheap back then, but 1980, I own it for 30 years. It's from 1963, and it's in fantastic condition. I just had to bring it to. I have another bass here that is not candy apple red, and a beautiful instrument.
That is gorgeous.
Yes. The Firebird in the corner is from 1976. You can see it's for like 200 years of the US. Exactly. Yeah, bicentennial. Harley Davidson, Fender Stratocaster, for those who are into metal. You know, it looks cool. I don't play it, but it looks cool. And here we have like this and that. You know, a couple of jazz guitars, just in case, you know. As a store, you have to have like a variety of guitars. I personally, obviously, don't play those. And a couple of like beaten up, used, nice instruments from the 70s. And lots of guitars from Boris Domanger. And let me show you a funny one. You know, he makes all kinds of stuff. This is the Buddha jazz guitar, probably for the Dalai Lama.
I didn't know he played.
He doesn't know it yet. He knows a lot of things, but he doesn't know that this guitar is for him. You know, you never know.
Now, is this one yours too, or is this?
That belongs to Boris and the Domanger guitar maker. And here, for example, he has this model. Our singer plays one of those, Klaus. And you know, it's always it's great in inlays. He's a great artist. He can draw. He can do these. And I have to show you my main guitars, which I play on stage. I have 2 of those here.